Right, so I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Right, so this is 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself. Right, so you want to measure the times, man, because prophecy speaks on, certain things to happen and the times to come. And if you're watching for these signs, then you shall know that we're at the end of Esau's kingdom, and we're coming into the beginning of Yahweh Shah's kingdom, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah's kingdom, right? So you want to be paying attention, man. The scripture says, watch and pray, right? Yesterday I went into Matthew's the 24th chapter, right? Starting at the 3rd verse, all the way down until it got to I believe the 14th verse I went into, right? So you could see these things coming to pass, right? Going into the economic downfall of this place, going into the book of Ecclesiastes 12:3, going into Revelations, I believe that's the 18th chapter, right? The scriptures talk about the economic downfall, going into 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, right? The 9th chapter, going into the uproars of the people, right? The earthquakes in diverse places. I also quoted, I believe that's the book of Matthew's, the 26th chapter, where it talks about, for they were eating and drinking and making marriage. So second Ezra, the 9th chapter, is going into the same thing, man. So you want to watch and pray. You want to measure the times diligently in itself. With all these things happening, man, YouTube videos coming out, people struggling, people crying, millennials having to get 2-3 jobs, Gen Z not wanting to work, right? Or they're bringing in a bill where they wanting people to work 4 days out of the week, right? Somewhere between 32 to 36 hours a week, and the government will pay for the days missed, right? So if you're paying attention to the times that we're in, you can see that the times that we're in, that the prophecies are being fulfilled, right? The whole digital system that's coming into place, right? And I spoke about this in the video that I did yesterday, man, right? That they're putting up, they're testing out these stores that are nothing but digital. You can only go up in there and press the what's the word I'm looking for? Ultimately, you go up in the store and you press the foods that you want, right? And it'll be at the front for you, waiting on you, right? That's also they're gonna do what? That's gonna control people from stealing, right? So pretty much theft will go right out the window. You got they having these robots, right, take these job positions from these people. There was a video I sent to a brother, I want to say maybe last week, where they have a whole cargo, where they have the containers. It's an automatic AI system now. So instead of having people control the machines, and then the crane comes down, pick up the container, move the container, or pick it up and put it on a truck, they actually have automatic AI systems that's doing it now, man. At the whole shipyard that's happening, man. So that's, you think about it, that's what, maybe 100, 200 jobs right there, gone. right? That's right out the window. Well, what about the warehouses? Right? Because now a lot of these warehouses are transitioning to the automatic AI system as well. Because one, it's cheaper. Two, they could work all day and all night. Right? And three, you'll have less mistakes made. Warehouse jobs can have the warehouse jobs like that, and depending on the distribution centers, right? Warehouse jobs can have thousands of workers, man. With the automatic AI systems coming out, them thousands of jobs are now gone. That's going into what? That's going into Ecclesiastes 12:3. So these prophecies are being fulfilled, man. More and more jobs are being taken, and pretty soon the telemarketing jobs are going to be done by AI robots. As of right now, they already have a system set up like that, because think about it. When you make a phone call, a lot of times, what is the first thing that you hear? You hear the automatic answering machine. Some a robotic entity that is talking to you. Then you got to do press 1 if you want this, press 2, or press 3 if you want this. And pretty soon you're going to be talking to an AI system that's going to do all of it instead of a person on the other side of the phone. Right? So telemarketing jobs provide thousands of jobs to thousands of people, and mostly women, because if you look at it, the majority of jobs the majority of those jobs are done by women. So women, a lot of their jobs are going to be taken by AI automatic systems. Right? And with telemarketing jobs, man, they could pay you $60,000 to $75,000 a year. That's why a lot of females get into telemarketing. Right? There's restaurants. I brought this up in the video yesterday. Restaurants, you got them testing out again more AI automatic systems within the restaurants. So pretty soon, a lot of the restaurant jobs are going to be taken by the AI automatic systems. Look, this is also things that you have to be watchful for, because this is prophesied that people will begin to lose their jobs. The grinding shall cease. From who? The people. The people. That's what's happening. They're even talking about slowing down construction. They're talking about in 2025, construction can be slowed down drastically, man. Majorly. Construction jobs provide thousands of jobs for thousands of workers. You slow down construction, that's going to stop jobs for a lot of people. And two, that's going to cause a lot of problems because of infrastructure. They're constantly having to work on shit. They got to work on a freeway. They got to work on the main streets. They got to work on the highways. They got to work on the bridges. Potholes pop up, right? Trees fall over. They got to get these guys that do the government jobs come out and remove all that, the trash, street sweepers. They get paid, I believe, through government funding, because they get hired to street sweep the freeways and shit like that. So a lot of these jobs are going to go out the window. When construction begins to slow down, a lot of these jobs are going to go out the window, man. Right? And the scriptures tell you what, He answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself. Going to Matthew's the 24th chapter, it says there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. And I always bring this up. There's an app that you can download. I remember, getting into this truth. And that was a brother that used to be in the camp that suggested to download this app called Earth. I believe it was called Earthquake. Earthquake is an earthquake app. And the app, you go to the app, man, the app tell you how many earthquakes have happened within that time frame. The moment you get on to the moment you get off. You go to that app, man, and bro, earthquakes are happening almost all the time. Not only that, but earthquakes are happening in countries and regions and locations that earthquakes usually don't happen in. That's prophesied. Wars and rumors of wars. Right? You got wars going on right now. Right? Russia and Ukraine. And I believe what they said when Russia went to war with Ukraine, they said this war could last for 3 years. This war been going on for 2 years now. Right? You got the U.S., which is at war with Hamas, right? Or the Houthis. Same thing with Israel. Israel is at war with who? The Palestinians of Palestine, right along with the Houthis as well, I believe. Right? Which that war might be approaching for them to go to war with Iran altogether. But you got to understand too, man, is Iran have nuclear capabilities now. But it's approaching war. There was an article that came out where Vladimir Putin, right, the president of Russia, said, look, we're ready to go nuclear. They're ready to go nuclear, man. And so you got to measure the times, man. You got to really see what's going on, what's taking place. Because if you're not measuring these times diligently in itself, look, man, you're going to be caught off guard, man. This is something that I brought up yesterday, man. There's always something going on. There's always article after article of something happening, man. Something taking place. Something being done. Proving that the scriptures, the word of Yahweh Shema Shah are true. Because the things that the scriptures talk about, right? The things that the scriptures are talking about, these things are coming to pass in the real world, man. And you wonder why the scriptures tell you in Isaiah, what is that? Isaiah 34. It says, open ye the book and read. Right? Ezekiel 2:10. Right? For this book is written within and without lamentation, mourning, and woe. All these things are coming to pass, man. There's so much going on. I remember me and my demon was talking at one point. Well, me and my woman was talking about at one point. We was talking about the market. And she said, my sister's house right now is like $200,000+. And I was like, you out of your mind. I said, you out of your mind. There's a housing crisis right now. The housing market is doing horribly. Right? Mortgage rates are going up damn near every couple months, every few months. I said, no way in hell their house is $200,000. I'm like, you must be living back. You must be living back about 25 years ago. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, their house got to be at least over $500,000 plus. So, you and your woman, your woman don't never want to believe what you have to say. So, she goes and she look it up. And I'm like, I'm just going to only prove you wrong. So she goes and she look it up. And she see houses that were damn near over $1 million. She see houses that were damn near over $1 million, man. You ain't no $200,000 house. You ain't getting no $200,000 house, man. I don't know where the hell you living to get a $200,000 house, but or what bush or tree you living up under, thinking that houses are still $200,000, but you out of your mind, man. Houses right now, even if you go to the ghetto, even houses in the ghetto right now are at least over $400,000. And these are houses that need to be remodeled. These are houses that needed to be remodeled, done all over again. They still at a high price. So, with this housing crisis, people are damn near unable to buy homes. And I did a video about 2 weeks ago or a week ago or something. And I titled it, "The American Dream is Dead," man. The American Dream is dead. Right? So let me get into the scriptures. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the times diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people and the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and end, and the end is manifest." The end is manifested, man. The end have manifested itself. Going into Isaiah 36:10. For I have declared the end from the beginning. Hey, the scriptures tell you the things that you're going to see in these last days, right? Quoting the book of 2 Timothy's, the 2nd chapter. It tells you that people will love pleasures more than the Most High, that they will become covetous, boasters, blasphemers, right? They would be covetous. The scriptures tell you the things that you're going to see within people in these last days, man. And I said it yesterday. I said what? I said people are now have become, and talking about our people are now become demoralized. Look up that word demoralized. It means to have no hope. Right? People have now become demoralized. So you got to pay attention to these things, man. You got to see the signs. You got to know that, look, we're at the end. We are at the end of this kingdom. We're at the home stretch. Man, if you really look at it, all we waiting for is these devils to make the MOTB mandatory, man. That's what we really waiting for. Making the MOTB mandatory. Because that's one of the final prophecies, man. And then that's a done deal, man. It's a done deal. We out of here. Right? So let's keep going. So it says, even so, it says, verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works. And endings and effects and signs, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. It says, Salakia, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Right? So that's how you're going to be saved. Is believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and also by your works. Because I said it yesterday, they're 2-in-1 coin, man. They're 2-in-1 coin. You can't keep the law but not believe in Yahushua, right? And vice versa. You can't, right, believe in Yahushua but not keep the law. That doesn't make sense. You got to believe in Yahushua and keep the law, right? Rehearse the righteous acts, right? We're not going to be able to keep the law 100% due to the fact that we're in the land of our captivity, but we do the best as we can. And what did Paul say? Paul said, man, let no man judge you during the new moons, the feast days or new moons, for it's a shadow of things to come. It's a shadow of things to come. So we do what we can, man. We rehearsing the righteous acts. Judges 5:11, right? So we just got to keep pushing, man. Keep watching, seeing these signs take place, seeing these things being done, right? And hope that we are of the hopeful elect. Right? Let that be our main concern, man. Is doing the will of the Lord. Right? But ultimately, man, I believe that's all I want to go into as of right now. Right? So I'm gonna say Shalom.